Elon Musk, a name synonymous with innovation, disruption, and controversy, pulled off one of the most mind-boggling financial maneuvers in the modern business world. He managed to acquire Twitter, a social media giant, for a whopping $44 billion without spending a major portion of his own fortune using debt financing, where banks lent him billions of dollars for the acquisition. It sounds like a plot twist straight out of a financial thriller, but it's a real story filled with strategic brilliance, high-stakes gambles, and an intricate dance of financial acrobatics.
Elon Musk took the Twitterverse by storm today with an unsolicited bid to buy the social media platform.
A couple of weeks ago, Elon Musk put in an offer of almost $44 billion to buy Twitter, and apparently, we're hearing it is now a done deal.
Tonight, the world's richest man has just bought Twitter for $44 billion.
Elon Musk has bought Twitter for approximately $44 billion.
Elon Musk's dramatic takeover of Twitter began in early 2022. Operating in secrecy, he amassed a 9.2% stake in the company, and by April, his ownership reached a level that made him the largest shareholder. This marked the start of a meticulously planned takeover that sent shockwaves through the tech industry. But here's the twist. Musk did not use his money to secure this $44 billion deal. He used a trick most millionaires use to stay rich. This move led some to praise him as a financial magician, even though the platform's valuation nosedived by 71% following his acquisition, and critics accuse him of leading a once flourishing social media hub to ruin. In this video, let's see how the world's richest man took over a social media giant like Twitter and changed its whole trajectory. Stay with us till the end to find out how titans of the industry like Musk maintain their grip on power. Who knows, you might just uncover the secrets to building your own empire. Elon Musk versus Twitter. The famous battle between Twitter and Elon Musk became one of the biggest yet most unprecedented tech news in 2022 when the multi-billionaire picked a fight with the social media platform and made it an issue of his ego. It is also speculated that his ex-wife Tallulah Riley had urged him to buy Twitter to stop the wokeism, which, as Musk claims, killed his son. For the context, Elon Musk grabbed headlines when he claimed that he was tricked into allowing his trans child, Vivian Jenna Wilson, to take puberty blockers, referring to them as sterilization drugs.
It happened to one of my older boys, where I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys, Xavier. So my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
The remark led to a public dispute, with Vivian publicly disowning Musk and labeling him as narcissistic. This personal and highly publicized strife threw Musk into the spotlight for reasons beyond his business ventures, further fueling his embroiled relationship with the media and various platforms that heavily engage in social commentary. In the midst of this backdrop of personal vendettas and ideologies, Musk's attention turned towards Twitter, a platform at the heart of public discourse and, arguably, wokeism. The dynamics already set a complicated stage, intertwining Musk's personal disappointments with his business ambitions. Soon after, he made a public offer to buy the entire company, setting the stage for a negotiation process that was fraught with challenges. His offer was reasonable, but the way he approached it wasn't well received by everyone. Instead of a friendly offer, he essentially threatened that if they didn't sell, he'd lose confidence in the company's management and dump his shares, which many saw as a hostile takeover. Musk even went ahead and accused Twitter of refusing to give him information about its spam bot accounts, which made him feel like he was overpaying. He threatened to walk away, leading to significant hurdles that ended in legal battles and public scrutiny. Musk finally prevailed and completed the Twitter takeover, in a scene that no one could have predicted. Musk carried a literal sink when he walked into Twitter's San Francisco headquarters, tweeting, "Entering Twitter HQ." Let that sink in, as he filmed himself at the front desk. The acquisition became successful, but what followed was a dramatic transformation of the platform. From policy changes to firing and replacing top executives, his approach, marked by rapid decision-making and a focus on free speech, resulted in intense debate. He fired CEO Parag Agrawal and slashed the workforce from around 8,000 to about 1,500. Musk also made significant changes to Twitter's operations, such as eliminating free lunches, banning remote work, and demanding long hours from the remaining employees. In November 2022, he launched a subscription service, Twitter Blue, introducing a verified checkmark for a monthly $8 fee. This marked a significant departure from the platform's previous verification process, and we started seeing the platform gradually becoming flooded with accounts with blue tick. The Twitter app was then rebranded as X in 2023, ending Twitter's 17-year-old reign. Musk claimed his goal was to make Twitter a digital town square where people can freely discuss important topics. However, his methods, including mass layoffs and his attitude towards content moderation, raised concerns about his leadership. Despite these challenges, Musk's track record in other industries shows he has the vision and capability to turn things around potentially. He has successfully led companies like Tesla and SpaceX, which are known for their innovation and impact. This was the story of something that started out as a response to a tweet suggesting that Musk buy Twitter, and he responded by asking how much is it worth. But how did he actually finance this takeover? Let's find out. Where did the money come from? To fund his acquisition of Twitter, Elon Musk tapped into a mix of his own assets, investment funds, and bank loans. Initially, Musk planned to limit his personal financial input to $15 billion, partly relying on $12.5 billion in loans backed by his Tesla shares. However, he eventually opted to contribute more cash, selling around $15.5 billion worth of Tesla shares in April and August. Altogether, Musk put in a bit over $27 billion of his own money. Additionally, he already owned 9.6% of Twitter through existing market shares, and Forbes estimates his net worth at about $220 billion. To supplement his personal contribution, Musk secured investments from a group of high-profile individuals and financial institutions. The deal attracted $5.2 billion from various investment groups, including a $1 billion contribution from Larry Ellison, co-founder of Oracle. Qatar Holding, controlled by the Qatar Investment Authority, also invested, along with Prince Al-Walid bin Talal of Saudi Arabia, who transferred nearly 35 million Twitter shares to Musk. The remainder of the financing, roughly $13 billion, came from bank loans, including contributions from Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, and several Japanese and European banks. Morgan Stanley alone provided about $3.5 billion. But the best part about these loans was that they were secured by Twitter, meaning the company, not Musk, is responsible for repaying them. This strategy is called a leveraged buyout, when a company is bought mostly with borrowed money. The idea is to use the assets of the company you're buying as a guarantee for the loan. This way, you can buy a big company without spending much of your own cash. It's like using someone else's money to make a big investment. However, it's risky. If the company doesn't make enough money, it can be hard to pay back the loan. But unlike usual company buyouts, Twitter wasn't a steady moneymaker. It was heavily reliant on advertising revenue. So why did the banks agree to pay? It was solely dependent on Musk's track record of successful ventures, particularly Tesla. The prospect of Twitter transforming into a highly profitable enterprise under his leadership was compelling enough. But like every financial endeavor, even this leveraged buyout came with a set of risks. Ever since the acquisition, Twitter has encountered a series of challenges, including declining ad revenue, a drop in user engagement, and a mass layoff of employees. The banks that initially supported Musk's vision are now grappling with the consequences of their decision. So it's better to take these success stories of people who are already billionaires with a grain of salt. The OPM strategy. Even Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the financial bestseller Rich Dad Poor Dad, supported Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter. He believes that Musk is trying to free the platform from what he calls woke corporate culture. However, as Kiyosaki himself says, a leveraged buyout isn't the only financial strategy that will help anyone make money without spending anything out of their own pocket. He also explained that using other people's money is a key strategy the wealthy use to build wealth faster. The idea is to invest using funds from external sources rather than your own savings, significantly increasing your leverage and allowing you to control more valuable assets. For instance, instead of using $10,000 to buy $10,000 worth of stocks, you could use that money as a down payment on a $100,000 rental property. This way, you're controlling a much larger asset that can generate more income. These sources will then act as financial rocket fuel that can significantly boost your investment power. There are some angel investors always on the lookout for such opportunities, where successful entrepreneurs fund startups or projects they believe in, while venture capital firms pool capital from institutions and wealthy individuals to invest in early-stage businesses. Both can help you scale your investments quickly. Some common financing methods like mortgages, home equity loans, and auto financing are also useful for leveraging investments. Borrowing at favorable interest rates can also allow you to control more expensive properties with a smaller down payment. The income generated from rent or business activities can then help pay down the debt and create additional residual income. Another helpful tactic you can use is a conventional bank loan. There are two main types of bank loans: secured loans, which require collateral like property or vehicles, and unsecured loans, which are based solely on your creditworthiness. Using both types strategically can help you acquire productive assets while maintaining manageable payments. Surprisingly enough, credit cards can also be a tool for leveraging if used wisely. They can help fund down payments on income-generating investments, provided that the returns cover the balances. According to Kiyosaki, mastering OPM and utilizing these high-powered funding sources can help you build a substantial asset portfolio. So basically, it's all about using other people's money to grow your own wealth, a strategy rich folks like Elon Musk have employed for years. And you can too. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let us know in the comments which financial strategy would work best for you.